Oh, Jesus. Geoff is sick. Geoff got the Rona, man. Geoff Brown got the Rona, man. We expecting Geoff to call in here. Thank God I ain't got it. Shit. I went and took care of myself as soon as I heard DL was sick. And I'm negative. But they done got my nigga Geoff. Lord have mercy, Jesus. DL, with all that money you got, you can't afford a bigger studio? Why y'all in there on top of each other? Hell, we in Inglewood. We got a very small space here, but we socially distanced. I make Geoff sit way the fuck over there with his own camera. DL, you couldn't take care of Geoff Brown. What y'all do to my nigga Geoff, man? Get well, ancient alien hair. Get well. Get well. We actually waiting for Geoff to call back in. He is going to call in via Skype, you know. This is for all them niggas out there talking about it ain't real. But then again, is it real? Geoff! Oh, Geoff, they done got my nigga. They done got my nigga Geoff. Geoff, man. Hopefully you can get your hair blown back again. Get well, Jeffrey. Hey, let me just say this. I'm a Gemini, and I'm of two minds on everything. It's good to be of two minds. You know why? Because there's a middle ground in between the two minds. In between the two extremes, there is a balance, an equilibrium. Somebody say, yeah, it's real, but I could argue that it ain't real. Why? Why can I argue that it's not real? Because you're taking the advice from people that don't have a high level of morality, ethics, or integrity. You remember us making the argument, going to the devil for answers about God, about salvation? Yeah, go to the devil and get your answers. We've been talking about this forever. Is it real? According to a test that you're not a scientist, right? You're not a scientist. You don't know how it works. So you have to take their word for it, don't you? You got to take their word for everything, don't you? Geoff Brown, call in here. Hey, Mike, what's the name of our Skype?
MC Norv.
That's what I thought. MC Norv. Geoff Brown, I know you watching. Call in, Geoff, on Skype. MC Norv. N-O-R-V. MC Norv. You got to take their word for everything. You got to take their word that money is valuable. Huh? Niggas running around, defund the police. We finna power. Why power? Listen. Do you know they will defund the dollar before they defund the police department? Do you know that? I be hearing niggas talk. We got our own money. We got our money. Let's recycle our dollars. Our dollars and our dollars. They're gonna be mad when we take our dollar. Our dollar? What's the name of the company that make Monopoly? Milton Bradley. That's like going to Milton Bradley saying, this our money. The bank from Monopoly gave me some bread, and this our money. Milton Bradley, that shit ain't real, nigga. The dollar's the same way. They defund the dollars or currency, because remember, every fiat currency that has ever been in existence has reached zero value before. The reason why they take fiat currencies to zero value so they can transfer power from one dominant white society to another. Got to remember, the sterling silver in England had to crash so the dollar could rise. The sterling silver used to be the global currency before the dollar was, but after World War, what was it, one or two? After two, it was like, oh shit, here come the Americans. It's their time, it's Marcus's turn to rule. There's a descendant of the Corvinus clan not but 3 feet from you. It is Marcus's turn to rule. But Victor, she woke you up a full century before it was time for you to rule. That's what's happening. They defund dollars, not military. I'm reenacting a scene from Underworld. It's Marcus's turn to rule. Let her come to me. Listen, I'm just trying to keep it 100 with y'all. Everybody want to find a new way to work with white folk. Everybody want to find a new way to come to the table. I want to sit at the table. Everybody want to sit at the table of illusion, at the table of death. Everybody want to sit over there. It's Marcus's turn to rule. They're going to defund the dollar before they defund police departments. It has lost 97% of its purchasing power. That's why $10 million today is not the same as $10 million 100 years ago or 50 years ago. Can we get Jeff Brown in here? You betrayed me for an animal. It is an abomination. And I will do what I have been called to do in the past yet again. It's Marcus's turn. Two asleep, one awake. That's how we've been able to leapfrog. I keep trying to tell y'all don't know what's real. Why? Because the problem and the answer is coming from your oppressor. You don't know what's real. Your money ain't real. But you're starting to see that now, right? You're starting to see the dollar losing 97% of its purchasing power. Why? Why did the Rockefellers get out, not the Rockefellers, what's the other? The Rothschilds get out of oil. Or was it the Rockefellers? It was probably one of them. Rockefellers. Got out of oil. Why'd they get out of oil? Why'd they get out of petrol? Because remember, a lot of the dollar's wealth is tied to oil. The petrodollar is what they called it. Why is that happening? Huh? See, niggas think they got something. No, everything you got has been given. We're going to pool our dollars. Say it again with some shit on your chest. We're going to pool our dollars. Our dollars. Why am I turned up already? Because I had total package energy. Total package energy at 6 this morning. I was praying. Oh, total package energy, the greatest energy drink in the world. The greatest energy drink in the world. I absolutely love it. 0 carbs, 0 crashes, no sugars. It's just amazing, man. No jitters. I love it. You in the dig? I hadn't drank any in a couple of months. Yes, well, not a couple of months. It was about a week. I'm sorry. But then I started feeling a little fuzzy, and I was like, let me get back up on my total package energy game. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're not healthy, if you're fat,
oh my God.
what? I'm just saying.
I guess you can't say the word no more.
Nothing wrong with the word fat.
I'm just saying, if you unhealthy, if you a couch lover, if you and your couch are in a long-term marriage, you and the couch, y'all motherfuckers been together since high school. Your couch is your high school sweetheart. You might not want to fuck with total package energy. Your whole shit gonna be off. You understand? You gonna be away from that couch. This shit gonna have you doing things. Don't drink it if you ain't got shit to do, because you start looking at your life like, God damn, I ain't worth a nickel. But if you got shit to do, you got projects or whatnot, total package energy. Weed juice! My homeboy from Pasadena. I love this young man. He's a good brother, solid brother. He works hard. And I'm gonna be honest, you guys have kept his business in business for the past 6 years. When we started, that was the first time we started promoting him, was 6 years ago. You guys have kept him in business for the past 6 years. And I ask that you continue to do so. The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship, available in 3 formats on Amazon.com, Kindle, paperback, as well as Audible. I need you guys to cash mob this book. There are a lot of people who read this book and they go, man, I've been holding out, I've been waiting, I've been procrastinating, I finally read it. Oh my God, it's an amazing book. But you got to look at it from my perspective. It took me 4 years to write it. It's been out for 5 years, and you're just getting around to it. I'd be like, what the fuck? I had to go through the worst breakup of my life. I was torn down to the very last compound, KRS. And then I was urged to write the book from Kumo D. Kumo was like, man, put all this shit in a book, man. You know too much shit, man. Put all that shit in the goddamn book. And then Mo D, dope ass MC, I'm watching this motherfucker critique other rappers. And he tells another rapper, he goes, or he was telling me as he was listening to another rapper, he goes, oh man, the way he ended that rhyme, it was terrible. That was a horrible dismount. I said, what? He was like, yes, man, the way you start the rhyme and the way you end the rhyme have to be strong. You have to have a strong dismount when you end your rhyme, when you end your verse. I was like, this nigga is a scientist of rapping. He said, you must stick the landing when you end your rhyme. I was like, oh shit. The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship. Wow. The book has 12 chapters. At the end of every chapter, there are questions, right? It's a workbook. Read it with your woman. All right? Mansions gear. Relationship is the university of you. The Relationship Rivalry Series, Mansion Show Apparel. Please get over there and rock with those shirts and hoodies. I'm urging you. I'm asking you. I need you to support this brand. Power in One is a Black-owned business, and so am I. We are working together. I need everybody to get a t-shirt, at least a t-shirt. If you don't want the hoodie, I understand. But a t-shirt, come on, man. Get a t-shirt. Go to pioclothing.com. Support it, support it, support it, support it, support it, support it, support it. The HuriKane Report. She's moving slow. Fucking around over there. The HuriKane Report. Write it, take action, maintain freedom. H-report.news, alternative news source for ADOS people, American descendants of slaves. Do you know somebody left a comment on my goddamn video and said, Zoe, it's called, you said it wrong. You're wrong, Zoe. It's called American descendants of slaves. I said, yeah, you mean the guys that I gave a radio show to? Where the whole movement started at Dash Radio? So I don't get to misspeak from time to time? You're wrong, Zoe. Shit. Listen, I shit and fart like the rest of you. I burp, I belch. I've sharted before, too. I'm a fucking human being. I can't even make them. You're wrong, Zoe. Rachel. I'm just saying, goddamn. ADOS people, American descendants of slavery, all right? Alternative news source. Go support them, support them, support them, support them. Buy their gear, that keeps them in business. WeGet.Money. I'll be trying to put resources in front of people. What did you put up? Is that my poster?
Yeah,
You couldn't find WeGet?
no.
It's cool? You couldn't?
No, I could barely, I only have one from the Lynn.com.
Oh, you just didn't want to do it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You lost it? Okay, it's fine. WeGet.Money. Y'all got to get over there right now. It's a financial literacy and resource hub for the people. Backed by mybusinessloan.com and lend800.com. Mybusinessloan.com speaks for itself. Lend800.com offers short-term loans, but in order to make the most positive impact, WeGet.Money was put together because they wanted to maximize the reach that, and kind of make a hub out of everything that they do. So I want everybody to get over there, WeGet.Money. If you're trying to start a business, if you're trying to start an LLC, if you're trying to open up a bank account, if you're trying to get a loan, if you're trying to figure out how to get business cracking, those are the people to get with, okay? Let's see, Terry Lomax. Me and Terry are about to do something amazing. Terry will be here on the 13th in studio. We about to do something big, and it's around my relationship coaching. So many people will ask me for coaching, but then when I tell them my price, and this is why I always say only serious inquiries, like you're serious. But Terry came to me and was like, bro, I'm finna set something up. We about to set up something. I don't want to give it away just yet, but it's about to be huge. Her and I working together, it's going to be my coaching. I can tell you that. It's gonna be my coaching, but it won't be for the normal price that I normally sell it for. I'm making it affordable so everybody can get it, participate behind this, so you can see what my process is. It's about to be dope as shit. That's all I can tell you. You guys got to support Terry Lomax. Go to terrylomax.com, especially if you want to start a podcast. She's the best at it. She's putting, her podcast is over 1 million downloads already, and she's doing a seminar, and it's Mondays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go there if you're trying to be taught how to start a podcast. And it's a free podcasting masterclass. She's empowering entrepreneurs to leverage social media and personal branding to grow their audience, impact, and bank accounts. She's not a game. Okay. I like just putting people in contact with real people. Can we get Geoff on the line?
I've been trying to get
You can't find Geoff Breezy? Or G Breezy? G_Breezy? Lord have mercy. Main. Sacre bleu. Made man sacre, man. I told y'all to buy this woman out. I told y'all, buy all her high-end socks for men. Men's sock wear. Made man sacre. A man whose success in his life is assured. She's a small black-owned business out of Texas. She's gonna ship you your stuff immediately. I want you guys to sell her out. Buy everything. Right? You can follow her on Instagram at MadeManSacre. Go support her, big time. Let me do this right now before I jump into my stories here. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Because you playing. We going to get this show started. Me and Geoff. You playing, Sarah. What's up, Geoff?
I'm watching the show.
I know you watching the show, Geoff. I know that. I told the people you was watching the show.
Okay.
Now listen. MC Norv.
Oh my God, what is that?
Can you call us at MC Norv?
Okay. Look here. Watch this. You gonna coach your Uncle Geoff through a goddamn my official first Skype call. I've never done this before.
All right.
Okay.
Let's get Uncle Geoff on the Skype. Because people want to see you, man. People want to wish you well. People want to show you love. And Sarah.
I'm trying shit. I'm challenged with this shit.
Yeah, you old.
Yeah.
Nigga, you been old a long time now.
Look here. I wear only like a badge. There's a bunch of niggas ain't old.
I'm just saying I'm brand new old. You old. Yes, I'm brand new old. You old. I just got into the old neighborhood. You've been.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming on both Zoe Williams' album and Jeff Brown's album, there's a song called Brand New Old. It's going to be the same title. We're going to do it. I'm going to do it. And we're going to have brand new old. So,
Geoff, I'm sick of you always coming up with songs and shit that we supposed to do that we never do. Which shows very clearly, nigga, you old.
I'm old. Okay, I'll take old, nigga. I think you're older than you think.
Geoff, you see that picture that's up of you right now?
You know what you did? I don't even see the picture because I turned the volume down and I'm down here endangering Mrs. Brown's well-being by putting my COVID next to her to get this goddamn Skype.
Man, take your ass back upstairs and leave your wife alone, sickie. Take your sick ass upstairs and leave your wife be, boy.
Well, somebody got to walk me through this damn Skype shit now. Okay. Now what is it? What is the...
MC Norv.
MC...
Norv.
Spell that last part.
N as in Nancy, O as in Oscar, R as in Ralph, V as in Victor. MC Norv.
MC Norv. For some reason, my Skype screen is not giving me the option. do shit. So we working on it. Okay. MC Noel.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm on the phone with ancient alien, no, old Jeff Brown. He's over here struggling.
My wisdom lives outside of time, goddammit.
God damn it.
While my wife is figuring that out, ladies and gentlemen, in WeGet.Money land, I need you to know that I love you, and I am very well. I have no, how can I put it? When DL announced that he had COVID-19, which is more than likely where I got this shit from, because I've been in his face 2 to 3 days a week for the past 5 years. That Saturday, I had made a point to go get tested that Sunday morning. That Sunday morning, I woke up with a mild fever. So I went in, I got tested. Monday night, they gave me the results. It said that I was positive, and NORZ. They told me I was positive. I went in, I had a chest x-ray, it was negative. My blood oxygen level was 98%. And I've had absolutely no symptoms at all since. Due in part to my rabid fucking reading about how to fortify the body and what to take.
Wait, Jeff. Wait, hold on, Jeff. Don't leave out the part about the squirrel piss you said you would be drinking. Go ahead, finish.
Oh, yeah. Hear ye. From this moment forward, I ain't eating or drinking or in any way ingested shit that is not extremely healthy. So I'm finna be on the tree bark and squirrel piss diet. I'm not fucking around with nothing unless it's moist for me. And I strongly suggest that everybody get on that page, because I really believe that COVID-19 is a metaphysical report card. And when it hits you, what you been doing with your body? How you been taking care of it? Have you been exercising it? Have you been treating it like you got a spare one? Well,
Like you got a spare one. Knock it off. You and your judgmental oldness. This is why young people don't listen. You just told us we treat our bodies like we have a spare one. I'm young old. And old should keep his judgment to himself.
Okay, listen here, green-eyed a-hole. How about you know I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna bring up your family. Middle Williams.
Don't ever bring, hey, listen. Hold on, pimp. Hold on, pimp.
Okay?
If you, listen.
You tell somebody like you got a spare and just 30 inches off the ground. You can't do that.
Listen here, pimp.
Okay? So it ain't about age. It's about consciousness and taking care of your shit. And I really believe that COVID should have showed up with 19 more, maybe a COVID 38, because these first COVID-19 COVIDs, I done fucked up my body.
Hey, Jeff, also let them know that your wife is okay and she tested negative.
My wife tested negative, and that arguably is the heaviest, hardest part of this, is because to grossly overshare, me and my wife are incredibly touchy-feely people with one another, and you have to stay away from my wife. And it's a lot easier to do if your wife's not hot. Now, I'm just going to go and put it out there.
Okay, so look, man, maybe, because we all negative too, maybe you're the slep rock of the crew. You get your viral clumsy ass out of here, nigga.
It looks like Mrs. Brown may have worked it out.
All right, so cool. All right, great. Get off. She gonna call you. We gonna pull you in.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Bet. God damn it. Hey, listen. Can I just be honest with y'all? Listen, we try to make these shows happen, right? We try to put these shows on at great risk. This is why a lot of times, man, I be pissed off with the lukewarm receptivity to things. I keep trying to tell y'all, man, it's not about entertainment. It's not about being entertained. It's about supporting the people that support you. And if you feel like our information, if you feel like our perspective, this girl right here, just relax. There's Geoff Brown right there. Just relax. You're going to have to turn his speaker up so I can hear him.
Okay.
But if you feel like y'all get something from these shows, I'm asking you, I'm urging you to support everything I put in front of you and support it with force. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and most importantly, the super chat, Cash App. Y'all got to get in here and rock with us. All right? Y'all got to get in here and rock with us. All right. Where Geoff at? Get him on here. Oh, shit. He done. Get him in here. Can we hear his? Look, we can try to hear his voice right now. Where Geoff at? Can you turn him up a little bit over there?
I'm trying to see which line he's on.
You just keep talking, Geoff. Of course, Sarah is struggling.
I'm trying to see what.
The nigga still got Rottweiler hair though. Look at the baby face, the waves and shit. Hey, Daryl Hardy, thank you. Everybody who hit the Cash App or the Super Chat, we're going to try to shout you out with nothing but praise and appreciation. We thank you for that. Tristan Bevel, thank you so much for doing that. I'm going to keep shouting people out because I know motherfuckers is in here waiting on Geoff to be able to hear his voice. But thanks, everybody, for the Super Chats and the Cash Apps. Please continue to support. Please continue to bang with us. As Geoff is preparing, let me get us to our first topic. This shit right here blew my mind. You guys, I'm going to follow this narrative that I've been on. And the narrative is, yes, we should protest and be upset and angered and be out in the streets about black people being killed by cops. We should. What is the young brother's name? Elijah something? Elijah Cummings? McLean. We should be upset about that. That's another death. How many deaths by cops, right? Oh, well, it's a technicality. He shouldn't have tied his shoes the way that he did. Okay, whatever your excuse is, it's just another black death. But I'm telling you, they're getting you ready, Geoff. Just keep talking to them. They're going to get you ready.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you that ain't the only thing we should be mad about, that we should be hot about, that we should be protesting about.
Am I talking over Zoe?
Can you hear him?
Hello?
I think you got to turn up that microphone over there.
I can hear
ladies and
Zoe.
gentlemen.
I
That
can hear
speaker.
y'all.
There you go. Let me see.
Yeah, we hear you.
There
Y'all
we
can
go.
hear me?
Yes, we can hear you
Oh,
now.
shit.
All right. So let me finish setting this up, and I'm going to throw it to Geoff as well.
Yes, sir.
In other words, police brutality isn't the only thing we should be protesting about, isn't the only thing we should be mad about, isn't the only thing there should be civil unrest about. There should be civil unrest about all forms of racism. This is why I say we have to prioritize substance over symbols. Here's an example. Archbishop, according to CNN, Archbishop of Canterbury says portrayal of Jesus as white should be reconsidered. Justin Welby, the Archbishop of Canterbury and head of the Church of England, has said the church should reconsider its portrayal of Jesus as a white man.
Check yourself, big girls.
Speaking to the BBC today, Welby asked whether the way the Western Church portrays Jesus needed to be thought about again and reimagined in the light of recent Black Lives Matter protest following the death of the late George Floyd. Yes, of course it does, he said. According to Jesus was portrayed differently in countries around the world. He was regularly in touch with the Anglican Church.
Break yourself, Whitey.
Let me tell you, Jesus has always been a joke if they give up the image of him. Remember that. White people don't concede the truth. They do not concede to some real shit. They'll give you a symbol. Fuck it, make him black. We know historically all of the people in that area at that time were black. Do you know you still got to pay money to get in to see the Shroud of Turin? And they know it's fake? Do you know there's only one whole scripture still available? The rest of the book is, hey, I don't know where we got these translations. Book of Isaiah. That's the only one they got in a motherfucking case somewhere. Everything else is, hey, I don't know. So if they're ready to give up on the image of Jesus, was it true to begin with? Jeff Brown, get in here.
Y'all can hear me?
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. Hey, Donnie Keith, I see you over there, girl. I like to just get right to the real honest part of it. We done had dude on the show already from Zeitgeist. This is the sun. Let's just get right to it. Jesus is black the way the Hulk is green. Let's get right to it. Jesus, the word Jesus is code word for I don't know my daddy. You don't know your God. That's why you get them residual trickle blessings. You thirsty, but all you can get is the sweat off the glass.
You getting condensation blessings?
You getting
What the fuck?
Why don't you try to wash your ass and make a cup of tea with some condensation? Because that's exactly what you're doing, fucking around with any iteration of Jesus. Jesus has nothing to do with you, black people. Let's put it where it really is, like I say all the time. You know the difference between Jesus followers and Spider-Man fans? Spider-Man fans don't deny the existence of Stan Lee. You motherfuckers act like the Council of Nicaea never happened. You act like people never sat down and thought this shit up, and you can find where they thought it up. The information is not hidden anymore. When you say Jesus, that means I know that your mind is in a particular usable space as a black person.
Huh.
I really pay little to no attention to how white people deal with the truth, because for centuries they've been so fucking slimy and willy-nilly with it that when they run into the truth and spit it back out, there has to be a lie down the road for the truth today. So I don't really we're gonna have to recontextualize Jesus. We got to every time you hear the word Jesus, I want you to replace that for a minute. I'm gonna let you have your Jesus back, but for a minute, replace Jesus with these two words, the pimpin'.
Now, watch this though. Watch this. You've heard that old quote, religion is the opiate of the masses.
Come on, bruh.
You've heard that, right?
Absolutely.
Please understand something. You've heard that religion is more of a distraction than sports.
Oh, sure.
You know why? It keeps you from connecting to yourself. Put this back up real quick, because I want to show this to people right now. Because there's more to protest. This is in a textbook. This is supposed to be an Egyptian pharaoh. If they're willing to give you Jesus, please understand. Do you see the reverse? We gonna make all your people who were black to begin with, we gonna make them white. We're gonna usurp your identity, because in your identity, therein lies your power, your knowledge of self.
Exactly.
Do you understand? It has been a mass deception. If we go protest George Floyd and Tamir Rice and what was the young brother who just passed recently? What's the young brother's name? Because I want to get his name right.
George Floyd?
No, not him. It was a young brother.
God damn it.
Oh, the one that, the lynching?
The one he might have been ill. There was something wrong with him. And he tried to communicate to the cops. Can somebody in the chat tell me, because Sarah done had too much weed today.
Are you talking?
The young brother that just passed.
You're not talking about the one that they shot with some drug right there on the spot.
Yeah.
I'm asking y'all to tell me his name. Y'all know, not Ahmaud Arbery.
No? Okay.
The fact that we don't know, the fact that we lost, Elijah.
It's a goddamn shame. It's a goddamn shame that there are so many of us. Yeah, this is what I'm going to put in the rant. The unavenged. The unavenged.
Elijah
Can I stay
McCain.
around for a rant?
Yes, Elijah McCain is his name.
Yeah.
We should be protesting these young brothers. But we should also be protesting against these lies in the textbook. These lies in the religion. We should be protesting that too. You understand? You know what else we should be protesting? Let's move to our next topic. Shall we? Where is it, goddammit?
God damn it, Bubby.
Shit. Sons of bitches. Here's something else we should be protesting. And nobody's really talking about it just yet. But you remember I did that show where I said keep that same energy. See, they're trying to fatigue you by killing so many people that you just get tired of protesting. When it's time to protest the real shit. First vaccinations, according to Yahoo News, begin in Africa for COVID-19 trial. Johannesburg, South Africa. Africa's first participation in a COVID-19 vaccine trial started Wednesday as volunteers received injections developed at the University of Oxford in Britain. While officials said the continent of 1.3 billion people cannot be left behind. They think giving people vaccines is moving people forward. We cannot leave the continent of Africa behind. You've been robbing Africa for years. Why would the truth or the best thing for them come from the people who did the worst things to them?
Ah, damn.
Huh? The large-scale trial is being conducted in South Africa, Britain, and Brazil. South Africa is nearly 1/3 of Africa's confirmed cases, with more than 106,000, including more than 2,100 deaths. The country, late Tuesday, reported its biggest one. Let me tell you something. Fuck y'all. And I'm not just saying fuck the white people. I'm saying fuck the African government, the South African government that's still doing deals with the devil.
Wow.
Is the South African government white or is it black? Did we take it back or did we give it back? What I want to know is why Why the fuck are we still doing deals with the devil? Geoff, your thoughts.
Like I said, bruh, you will know when the black mind is truly healthy when you see not boycott, not separation, social divorce from these people. And unless and until we figure out that we really don't need these people, you're going to keep seeing it. Pretty soon, Made in China is going to include the continent of Africa, because we have been trained to give what is real away for the fake, and to take what is fake in place of the real. See the Indians and Manhattan.
God damn.
These trinkets. Think globally about trinkets. Think about the difference between a Bentley and my little funky ass Miata. They're both internal combustion engine machines that get you from point A to point B. However, I have been able to convince people that this particular machine, because it has the hide of a certain cow in it, because it has the wood of a certain tree in it, that it is somehow worth more, what do you call them, Zoe, privilege tickets?
Biosurvival tickets.
Yes, it's worth more biosurvival tickets than this particular vehicle, because I have also convinced these people that the value in this particular vehicle places you mentally in a status above other people who would look at you. People who are waiting on the bus, people who riding bikes are somehow diminished in their minds purely because we have all agreed that this thing is of value. And it is the same fucking thing as this thing, like diamonds. Unless you breaking the earth open, diamonds really have no value. But it is about the convincing of. And unless and until you can break that, the same way the agreement of the dollar. A dollar is this piece of paper that we both agree is too much to pay for that much weed, but not enough to buy a house. That's an agreement. That's all that is. When we break that agreement, like these people, kind of on the same subject, have you seen, Brother Zoe, this hotel, these people that, in Minnesota, these people were homeless, and a bunch of volunteers got together and took over an abandoned hotel and put these people in this place, not for money, not to try, they closed off the pool, because, you know, there is a reason for certain systems. We don't want anybody to break their fucking neck, and then who gonna sue who, and all that other shit. But what they did was they took a need and a supply and put them together without capitalism. When we can start doing that for ourselves, this system starts to bleed profusely from the muscle that keeps you under control. It's dying already. This system's dying already. Like we used to say way back on T-Radio V. They just trying to prop this shit up till they get enough FEMA camps and body bags, and then they gonna crash the dollar. I've always said it. We have to figure out how to make the crashed dollar mean nothing. And the only way to do that is to break this agreement in our minds about what is of value.
Shit is crazy, man. The shit is crazy. Like, and while they're dealing, see, please understand, brothers in Africa versus brothers in the Americas, please understand, we'll say over here slavery institutionalized our minds, or We're conditioned over here. But over there, they have a different kind of conditioning, but it's still conditioning. They just might call it colonization. But your ass is conditioned too.
Absolutely.
Knock off doing deals with the devil. Am I wrong for calling them the devil? What is evil? Is evil not an attack on your unborn child? Is evil not an attack on your family? That's how the ancients saw it. If there was a goddamn plague, we need to go pray to the goddamn insect god. If there was a terrible storm, we need to pray to the goddamn rain god. If there was no harvest, we need to pray to the seeds and harvest god. We were locked into nature. Now look at us. We locked into dead dollars that equal debt. And we think it's ours. All we got to do is pool our money. Okay, niggas.
Right.
I told you, if money equaled power, they wouldn't let niggas have it.
Thank you. Thank you. You know which dollars, which American dollars is y'all money, black people? The ones with your faces on it.
How about that? How about that? This is what's happening in the world right now. You are being desensitized to murder. You are being desensitized to poor health. You are being desensitized to being lethargic. You are being desensitized to being unified. And you have been for the past 100 years. That's what Willie Lynch is. You have been desensitized to being haters. Now it's a part of your fucking culture. You not black less you hating.
Wow. Wow.
Right? Again, you've been desensitized to working together. The African who mainly got here, and I'm talking about modern times. We're talking about immigration. The brothers and sisters who came over here from Africa, I got a bunch of friends who have shared similar stories when their families brought them over here. They got grilled by customs. Don't fuck with African Americans, the niggas that are indigenous to this place. Don't fuck with them. Go over there, make your money, capitalize on your motherfucking opportunities, but don't fuck with the native niggas we got here.
Right. Them niggas is Baltic Avenue.
Them niggas is they the purple property in Monopoly, nigga. Don't fuck with the purple property right after go.
No, or worse. Woo! Oh my God, this is the saddest thing I have ever said.
Don't you buy that purple property, nigga. You can have 300 hotels on the purple property.
Even worse than the purple property. Black people, understand this. You are waterworks. There is no profit. You are a commodity. You are charcoal. You are dirt. Sure. That's why it fucks with your mind. Oh, how can they love our culture and hate us? Here's how. The same way that you love tomatoes, but you hate horse shit. Horse shit and dirt is what make a tomato. But you'll reach in and pull off that beautiful red thing and leave that shit there. Your community is where we gonna put our stores. Your community is where we gonna teach the dumb ones of us how to do business.
Right.
And what is ingrained in that business we teach them? That these niggas are less than. Even the ones that run the gauntlet are less than. And we gonna teach you, when you get over here, if you don't get your shit together, you gonna be these niggas. Why do you think it is that Armenians come here, that Asians come here, that even Africans come here with this immediate chip on their shoulder for you? It is because they're not being force-fed the Corey Holcomb 5150 show. They're not being force-fed the WeGet.Money morning show. They're not being force-fed Tariq Nasheed's show. They're being force-fed Real Wives of whatever the fuck. They're being force-fed this bullshit music now. This is some music now that make bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks sound like a hymnal.
A hymnal.
These people are being force-fed bullshit narratives about you. They don't know that black fathers are amongst the best fathers in this country.
Hey, Geoff.
They don't know that.
Hey, Geoff. Let me just say this really quickly, my friend. Every answer can't be a rant. It is Marcus's turn to rule. There's a descendant of the Corvinus clan not but 3 feet from you.
So, I'm going to need you to do me a favor. If you don't want me to talk no more, then you're going to have to handle the chat room in here. Somebody talking shit about Corey and Tariq, and
I'm not entertaining none of that shit. I don't entertain that shit.
All right, well then fuck you then over in there. Can I say that?
I don't.
Right.
Yeah, you can say that. I don't entertain none of that shit because that's part of the problem. This is why niggas won't hit the like button. This is why niggas won't hit the share button. This is why niggas don't participate in the show. They'll come and watch, but they won't do anything because they're still under the oppressive mindset of disunity, of disaggregation. That has become our fucking religion, to be a broken people looking for answers from the people who broke us to begin with. I don't like giving motherfuckers like that any light. Listen, I'm not going to agree with everything Jeff Brown says or Jeff Brown does. I'm not going to agree with everything he does, but here's the thing. I'm in solidarity with Jeff Brown.
Come on, bruh.
The solidarity overrides the little bullshit difference I may have. People been asking, have you, we having a serious conversation. Have you left the 5150 show? No, nigga. I've been busy being a father.
How about that?
I've been busy working on the projects I've been talking about.
And a grandfather.
And a grandfather. I've been busy. But I was at Corey Holcomb's video shoot for his birthday, but the day of the 5150 show, I couldn't make it back because my son had training. But do I have to explain that to you?
Is that your fucking business?
Am I a part of your life to such a degree that you need to know where or why I haven't been on the 5150 show? We solid. I saw D yesterday at the soul food restaurant she's at. Do you need to know that? Oh, I was on the phone with Freeze Love 48 hours ago. Do you need to know that?
Yeah, we superheroes. You mere mortals, calm down. We superheroes is good.
But my point is, you ask those kind of questions, but if I say support the channel, ride with the channel, you ignore it.
Yeah, 1,100 watching, 585 likes.
That shit is fuck shit, man. That shit is fuck shit. And now I'm pointing out something that you should be motherfucking protesting about, which is mandatory vaccinations, which are coming. You got Bill and Melinda Gates saying after the first responders, African Americans should get the vaccine first. That's just like what China said when Monsanto took over our food supply. They said, let us sit back and watch the American populace and how they deal with the chemicals that Monsanto puts in the food. Let's see how the populace is affected by it for a few years before we consider doing business with Monsanto. We say no to Monsanto right now, but we're going to watch the motherfucking experiment that Monsanto is engaging in the American food supply. That's what the white folk in America are sitting back saying, the wealthy, the 1%ers, give it to the niggas first. Let's see how they deal with it. Let's see if they can overcome it. Let's see if they produce the antibodies necessary to put it down.
Wow. Yes. Let's see if the niggas are the hosts for this real formula.
Look at that. Look at that.
Our bodies are not strong enough to grow what we need to grow. So let's put this in these niggas first. And as they drop dead, let's extract it.
Look at that. Y'all motherfuckers is asleep. This is not a goddamn club. You turned the motherfucking protest into a club by shaking your ass and clapping your booty cheeks, nigga, in front of the motherfucking cops like it's goddamn some type of motherfucking stripper, like it's Club Nicky's or some shit. You supposed to be protesting, but that ass is clapping. But can't you see that it was all motherfucking contrived? Let me put out some shit, a death, a murder, another police, and somebody gonna wild out. Of course you're gonna wild out. You've been in motherfucking quarantine for 3 months. But of course, if you get out in the streets after quarantine, there's gonna be a spike, which is happening right now. But let me tune into the motherfucking Zoe show and be on some fuck shit and not hit the like button and not support Geoff or whatever. Let me just be on some fuck shit and have some critical shit to say. Yo, how come you don't believe Jesus existed? Show me some DNA, nigga. Show me a fragment of the wood of the cross he was on. We've already proven the Shroud of Turin is fake. Where is the evidence? That's part of your motherfucking conditioning, is to walk blindly and not by fact. For we walk by faith and not by sight. Well, if you understood what the fuck the word faith actually meant, and you saw the perversion of it, where'd Geoff go? Okay.
Right here, but I'm listening.
I just wanted to see. I want to see him. Shit. If you look at the perversion of the word faith, in English, faith and believe are interchangeable. They mean basically the same thing. They're like synonyms. But faith in the scripture of the book is iman. This is why you call your baby imani. Iman. And the Muslim, he says iman. Faith. Do you understand? But that comes from an ancient culture. Amun. This is why you end your prayers with amen. It can be trusted. Amen is like a derivative of the word. It means facts.
It means for sure.
It means for sure, and so be it. Amen is like ashe, and so it is. Finis, and so it is. Again, they made the shit you use, which is, what about they little Yiddish word, abracadabra? I speak this into existence. This is real. That's what amen, that's what faith actually meant. I speak it into existence. They took that away and said, no, that's belief. And gave you their the definition of belief. Belief, the root word of it is be lie.
The lie is a gift.
The fuck? So now I get to gift you lies about who you really are. I get to gift you reinterpretations of your history. I can't believe that y'all don't believe in Jesus. Jesus is all of us. All of us had that power. All of us had that ability. All of us. That's why your motherfucking director of the FBI was looking for the Messiah in the 60s.
Because he knew he existed.
He knew he was real. It's just that the people he was looking for him among didn't know he was real.
No.
They thought he was real in a book.
Yeah, they looking for the Messiah amongst the motherfuckers that's looking for the Messiah to come back in the sky, looking like Brad Pitt.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
I want you to look toward the sky
Keep
for the fake you while I find the real you.
hands to the sky. Sing it, Geoff.
To the sky.
Come on, Gillip Bailey.
Nigga, yeah, you dumb niggas keep looking in the sky. Y'all keep it up, and I need you there every Sunday. Oh yeah, I need some money. I need to charge you for this shit. Yeah, hold on. Okay, get this. All right, this is why this shit started in Rome. Because only some mob guys can come up with this, all right?
All right.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to convince these fucking Moulignons
Bada bing.
that the God is in the sky, all right? Now, they're walking around outrunning us, out singing us, out thinking us.
The
out throwing
fucking
us.
superheroes, for Christ's sake, and they don't even know.
They have no fucking idea, all right? The
Fucking
story gets
goofies.
better. We're going to convince them that the God looks like us and lives in the sky, and we're going to charge him money for it.
Oh my God.
It's fucking genius.
It's a fucking genius plan. You're a fucking genius, Geoff.
Get the fuck out of here. They're going to eat it up. They're going to
Fucking.
eat it up. They're going to break up into their own little sects and corridors and shit. And I tell you what, the charismatic ones, we're not going to charge any tax. This shit's we're going to clean up.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada boom.
Now, watch this. Watch this. While you motherfuckers is hating on me and Geoff, or just me probably, you guys love Geoff. While you motherfuckers is reluctant to support at full capacity, reluctant to ride. You should ride with every channel. Everybody that's trying to do something positive.
Come on.
Everybody that's trying to build. Everybody that's trying to uplift and motivate. Everybody that's trying to change mindset. You should ride with everybody that's like that. Now, why you not really doing it because you still suffering from the motherfucking conditioning you've gotten here, I want you to watch this video. Can you pull up this video?
I got it at the hour mark. That's what you want?
No. Not her. The skateboard.
Oh, I didn't do the video. I just did the.
Oh, just pull that up because I want Geoff to see it.
Okay. All right.
Because I didn't want to play this motherfucking video. NYC, New York City police search for suspect seen hitting victim with a skateboard in a viral video. This is a man hitting a sister in the face with a skateboard because she rejected him. Listen, we are the motherfucking problem. If I can't get you to motherfucking hit the like button, I damn sure am appalled because I can't reach this nigga. These niggas live in our community. This motherfucker hit a girl in the face with a skateboard because she rejected him. I got a 20-year-old daughter, dog. I wish a nigga would even think some fuck shit like that, because I'm bucking down.
Look, if something, God forbid, some shit like that should happen to the young queen, you're going to have a problem with me if you don't pick up the phone.
I see you.
We are
I
a
know.
fucking army.
I already know.
Please
But
no.
this is the point I'm trying to make. This lives in our community. But you got niggas out here in advocacy of talking about policing our own community. Not until we get this shit out of here. Not until we heal this trauma. And while that's going on, play the other video of the lady.
The other lady?
Not Big Mama. The other lady.
I don't have the other lady been fully processed.
I need her because she's a bookend.
Okay.
It's male and female,
Okay, I got you.
right? These people exist in our community. And if we're talking about healing, if we're talking about working together, we got to stop with the fuck shit we have been a part of for the longest. Jeff Brown,
Yes, sir.
did you see that video?
No, I have not.
It's gonna piss you off. It is a brother hitting a sister in the face with a skateboard.
Oh, I don't need to see that.
You
Do
don't.
I have to watch it? No, I got, because here's my thing, brother. That's the difference. Again, I speak on this. The difference between being informed and being affected. If you told my grandfather in 1965 that, no, let's scoot up a little bit to 1975 when there wasn't a
Yes,
skateboard.
like I said, they came and got them bitches.
Wait, hold on. Yeah. That's it though.
Yes, if you came and told my grandfather that somebody hit his daughter in the face with a skateboard, he would be no more informed or no less informed than me having to watch and put it into my cortex visually. I don't need to see that. I believe that young boy. You know what? I don't need to see it, but let's watch it for this boy's posture. Let's watch it for this boy's posture. I think there's a lesson here.
No. We're not gonna watch that shit.
Oh, okay.
Because to me, that's too violent.
Sure.
To me, it's too violent. And let me just say this, man. I'm not talking from a place of perfection, right? I understand that people have struggles in their relationships. I understand that not only do people have struggles in their relationships, sometimes relationships get violent, get pushy, get aggressive. But what I saw there is inhumane. It's not human. It's the same thing we accuse the white man of.
Barbarism.
When we say the white man is the devil, that was demonic. You don't hit she's sitting there looking at her cell phone and this nigga swings as hard as he can and knocks her out cold with a goddamn skateboard. You don't do that. Listen, domestic violence, you've heard me break it down many different times. Domestic violence is broken into tiers. There's intimate terrorism, which what that nigga is, because you could tell that's a nigga who try to control somebody through violence if he gonna act in that way. But then you got people who just lose control, who get pushed. Their buttons get pushed and they act out. They lose control. It's called frontal lobe hijack. We've talked about this shit before. You can go to therapy. You and your couple and your wife or your husband can go to therapy and get healed from that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about savagery. Play that video. Here's another form of savagery from our female contingency. Do you have it? I just heard it.
I know, but to play it over here, it was playing over here.
So we don't have it.
Unfortunately, not this time.
We don't have it. Do we have it? Okay, so this is what we're gonna do because we don't have it. We're gonna throw it to Jeff Brown right now. It's Jeff Brown's intellectual rant, and hopefully by the time this rant is over, we'll have it. Jeff Brown, do you have your intellectual rant on deck, good brother?
Bruh, you can wake me up and get me to talk 3 minutes about what the fuck needs to work.
Well, it hasn't been 3 minutes for about 3 years now, but that's fine. Go ahead, Geoff. Get in there, man.
It's a little disappointing, man, to see where we are. There's so much to fix, and by design, we have been damaged, poisoned, tainted mentally, so that when this time of awakening comes around, so many of us will perish. So many of us will be unprepared. Imagine who we would be if, as we move into the age of Aquarius, imagine who we would be at any time untouched by European hands. Anytime. Let's not go back to those of us who were stolen and sent to South America. Those of us who were stolen and sent to the Caribbean. Let's just go back to those of us after 1865. Where would we be if the white man literally let Tulsa alone?
Ooh.
Where would we be if half of them brothers wasn't lynched and half of them families wasn't fucked up? Where would we be unmolested by the European hands? Where would if we were unmolested by European hands, where would you have seen Ken Griffey Sr., Ken Griffey Jr., Hank Aaron,
Out of here.
Frank
But yes,
Thomas?
like I said.
Go ahead, Geoff. We got you.
Sarah, stop touching shit.
I'm sorry.
Where would you have seen these baseball players unmolested by European hands? Hey, Jackie Robinson, come on over. Where would you have seen all of these players? You would have seen them in the Negro Leagues, and you would have had to pay us to see them. Where would we be if the European hands had not molested your textbooks? Think about where you have been touched with European hands in your mind. You twerk in front of the police because that is the only spiritual frequency you have with which to communicate other than rage. You don't know how to stand
You got Big Mama too.
in front of these police, these rioting police, and call upon your ancestors and call upon your gods. You don't know that you are supposed to be priests and priestesses of your own religions. So what do? You go to the one energy that is real, that is powerful, but is also inappropriate in that moment. But it's the only one. You just like an ape going, because you don't have any other frequency to communicate on but the visceral.
I'm listening, Geoff. We right with you. Keep going, Pastor.
These problems we have in the hood. Let's start with the brother hitting the girl in the head with the skateboard. You know what by design is supposed to happen? Our oppressor is supposed to find him, bring him to oppressor court, and give him oppressor punishment. Because we have been allowed to grow unpruned by our own hands. So we have been custom made into this ugly vine by only being pruned the way the oppressor wants to. Let's see. Let me go into this garden and take the best out of it and isolate that from the rest of it and let it grow as weeds and prune it as I see fit. And this is where you get the community we have, instead of having a community where that boy has no fucking where to hide. Every man of any value.
Every man
of any value above a certain age agreed by the members around there is looking for his monkey ass.
Wait, Geoff, I hate to interrupt you. You remember how back in the days you would get into a fight with a motherfucker and you had to fight that nigga every time you saw him?
Nigga?
You remember that?
Nigga?
Like y'all niggas had beef. So every time if you saw the nigga at the local gym, well, all right, nigga. You saw the nigga at Burger King. Well, you saw the nigga at the football game. You saw the nigga at the high school. Nigga.
Yep. Until them two Rams.
Keep going, Geoff.
Until them two Rams got it out their system, it's going down.
Yeah.
Well, we have been allowed to. We have been put in a position where we don't get to prune our own, and we need to take that back. And that's why when they talk about getting rid of the police department, what they're discussing is not getting rid of police departments. They're discussing totalitarianism. They're not discussing, they're getting rid of police departments because it's time to get rid of police departments. It's time to get rid of the patty rollers. Now it's time to start culling the herd.
Mm-hmm.
And what has made us weak is that we have never called our own herd. Those who had the wisdom to were put behind bars just because of the ways they thought that they had to feed their families and to do well by their people according to European standards. Not one dope dealer I ever heard of took a garbage bag full of $100 bills and started a garden. He take that money and do what he think his oppressor is impressed with. Most of the shit you like is because you think white folks like it. Most of you niggas running around, most of you niggas is running around, you ain't mad because of what's happened to you. You mad because white folks don't love you yet. Now, what you gonna get your mouth up off of is the following cats. All of us, and I ain't putting nobody in a religion, all of us fall under Brother Minister Louis Farrakhan at this time. That is the wisest black man on this earth at this time that I see with that much power.
Not gonna get no argument out of me over it.
No,
What the fuck?
I don't. If you got another one, put him up there. Right after him, Dr. Phil Valentine.
Yeah.
Up there in that stratosphere.
And no, hey, hold on. Dr. James Smalls.
Okay, I don't know about him, but if you put him in there, I'm gonna look him up. I gotta look him up.
Man, we got some elders in our community,
Yes.
man. All of them on that level.
And here is my point. That years from now, haters in the chat room, haters period, years, centuries from now, there will be a holy book about this time. And these names will be in it. Corey, Reza, Tariq, Freezelove, Young Pharaoh, Dr. Phil, Hakeem Green, David Banner, T.I., Killer Mike. We are all trying to tell you to move forward. We may not agree on the speed. We may not agree on the direction.
Dr. Africa, Dr. Kaba, all of them.
Yes, all of us. But where are you going going to be in history 100 years from now? Where are you going to be when you were telling us that we were foolish for thinking that we should put the pressure on athletes to help us? That we were foolish to think that there would ever be
Dr. Claude
a
Anderson.
league made of us. Yes, Dr. Claude Anderson.
Shit, I'm throwing everybody in.
Watkins, all of them, bro.
Tone Talks.
Michi
X, Tone Talks, Yvette Carter. I'm throwing them all in.
All of them. And
Nilly Fuller Jr.
all of them.
Everybody.
Yes. And what you are doing, as I come to my close, what you are doing.
Willie D.
Willie D. We are making a vine of truth for people to be able to refer to. And you, with your non-participation, that's neglect. With your mouth, you are picking and scraping at this vine. Why? Ask yourself why you are picking at this vine. Now, for the Hoda the Boko Shahs among you, God is with us. God is with us. And when you get between me and God and something he got for me, all you gonna get is run over. I'm done.
1,300 people in the chat room. I made a direct request. It's 1,300 people in the chat room.
Shout out to Uncle Bobby.
Can
Shout
we
out to
get
Uncle Bobby.
1,300 likes? Can we get 1,300 likes? Can we get 1,300 likes? 1,300 people in the chat room. If everybody in the chat room gave $2, that would equal $2,600 in the chat room. I'm asking that everybody does it, not just one person, or one person gives $100 or a person gives $50 or $20 to try to compensate for everybody else. It's not about the money, it's about the action. Can you do something as small as hitting a like button or sharing $2? Can you do something as small as that as a collective? Why? Dr. Ray Hagins is another one. Yes, Professor Griff is another one. It's a lot of great brothers out there that are doing it, man. Dr. Tommy Curry, the author of the book, Man Not. That's a great book. It's a lot of good brothers out there, man. Dane Calloway. It's a lot of good brothers out there. And I'm saying the only way to get it done, Francis Cress Welsing, the only way to get it done is a collective doing. If they crash the dollar, what's going to be the black economy? How will black people interface? Do we need to set up some type of cryptocurrency? What do we need to do? Again, the time for being disaggregate is over. Why? Because while we're still bitching, complaining, hating, and coming at each other, this motherfucker Trump and his organization, to keep the motherfucking propaganda front and center, what are they doing? These motherfuckers is planning rallies at historically relevant places where race riots and bullshit has happened. They playing into a narrative. Now, why is niggas rolling over talking about Biden gonna be the savior when Biden and Trump are the same? When they're both racist, when they're both part of the power structure. They both are part of the same shit. I always say it. It is no measure of health to be fully integrated into a sick society. Stop doing deals with the devil. Now watch this. That's the devil from the outside. The work on the inside has to be start exercising your inner devils. We showed you a video of the brother hitting a sister with a goddamn skateboard and knocking her unconscious. I don't know if her skull is fractured. I don't know if she survived. I don't know. But that's the male side. Can you show the other shit that's going on in our community that needs to be dealt with, this in-house business? Can you please show the other video real quick?
Fuck out of here. But yes, like I said, they came and got them bitches. Ah! Shay, they gone. Them bitches gone. Them bitches is gone. All 7 of them. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party, hey. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party, hey. Okay, y'all, for real, I'm finna get the credit. They took my kids. Girl, yes, them kids was bad as fuck anyway. Fuck them kids. Veronica, for real. Fuck them kids, girl. Fuck them kids. I keep letting my shit go out. What's up, cuz? They came and got them kids. What's up, cuz? Delilah. What's up, Keith? Cuz? Dog. Francois. I don't even know if I be saying that right. But I'm fucking crying too, because they came and got them motherfuckers. It's the happiest day. About ass and pussy, my type of lie. They came and got them motherfuckers. They came and got them. Do you hear me? You hear me, Willie? Motherfuckers believe anything. But they came and got them, though. They came and got them. Happiest day of my life.
Damn, bro, I'm in the house. I'm in the right house.
I'm talking about, I should have took a picture of them motherfuckers when they was leaving out the door. I should have recorded.
Fires keep going on.
I should have recorded. Yes, Marie, they really think so. So, actually, now listen though. Boy, head hoe shit all summer. Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. What is y'all mad for? Y'all mad because I didn't want my kids. Like, them motherfuckers came up out of me. I got a right to want them or get rid of them. And I got rid of them motherfuckers. The fuck? Y'all right. I knew what I was doing the whole time. I motherfucking went live and embarrassed myself on purpose so y'all can call them people so they can come get these ugly ass motherfucking kids. And guess what? It worked. It didn't even take them a whole 3 weeks to come get them motherfuckers. They came and got them. They gone. And I'm happy. Nigga. I'm drinking. I'm smoking.
I don't think it's real. People in the chat have said she was trolling and it wasn't real. But what happened to that saying that used to be spread around your family? Do you remember that saying? Whenever some fuck shit was going on and somebody said to you, you know what, you play too much. See, that's not something that should be, see, you thirsty for attention. If it's not real, why would you put yourself out there like that to look like that and later have to, maybe answer to it? Because, people, I hope it ain't real. I hope it ain't real. I hope that's not real.
I don't think it was real.
Geoff, what do you think?
Wow. First, whether it is real or not, some nuclear damage has been done to a child who has to explain to his friends
This video.
and every day himself why his mama was either willing and happy to give him away or willing to pretend to be willing and happy to give him away. That's the nuclear damage here.
Right.
So much about her is out of order that were I over this tribe, this area, me and the council members would get together and decide the following. 1, let us find first a solid black family that will take all these kids together. Second, if we cannot find that, 2 solid black families that must live within 5 miles of one another so that they can understand that you are now a family with these children and you are to take care of these children and get them over this and embrace them as your own. Step 2, this sister has 2 choices. You will meet one of these or the other. Either you are banished from life for life from social media, ever, anywhere. Your Facebook page, your Twitter page, any aliases, any people that you think look even like you that may make us think it's you, you need to let us know about them. Because every time that you show up on social media, somebody gonna cut off one of your toes. 2, unless and until you complete education under African therapists of our choosing, you will never see your children again. If you try, each time someone will pluck out one of your eyes.
Oh, wait, Geoff, hold on.
You will have your
Let me jump
eye
in here.
plucked from your skull.
Let me jump in here. My homeboy, one of my childhood homeboys, I love him to death. His name is Aaron. Me and Aaron got 30 plus years in. I met him when I was 10. Let me tell you something. Aaron had a beautiful sister. He still got her. She was hood than a motherfucker. One of the realest people I've ever met. Her name was April. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Fuck it. I love you, April.
Oh shit, here it comes, April girl. Better get ready to move.
April was the type. Let me just, fuck it. Story time was over. So me and her brother, or her brothers, because it was a bunch of brothers, and they was all around the same, we all around the same age. We would form stealing gangs. Now watch how we would do this. We would hold prayer service before going to the mall to steal.
Oh, y'all wanted the Creator to bless you in the Steel Olympics?
We asked God to bless our thievery. And we never got caught.
And you know why? Because God blessed you to steal from you and stolen from you already.
Jesus, that way y'all.
Now watch, man. April was like this. April would be like, okay, y'all niggas is going to the mall? We'd be like, yeah. She would give us a list. I want the little Smurfs, the little Smurf miniatures. I want, she'd have a whole list of shit, and we would go and sit in a circle and pray that A, the shit would be there, and B, that we did not get caught stealing the shit that we was praying was in stock.
Did y'all pray?
Nigga.
Bruh, I'm gonna have to jump in there. Here is why you never got caught. It is because thievery, thou shalt not steal, is in the King James Version of the Bible.
Oh, God, here goes.
That King James God was superseded by whoever you prayed to that is your God. Dig that. Dig that, nigga.
I love it, nigga.
Okay? Good, Lord.
So we came back, and the reason why I'm making this point is because April was the type of chick that if a girl was fucking with one of us, she would be like,
Where that bitch at?
where that bitch at? And April would go out there and do. All the girls would get do. by April. Do you understand? And I'm saying, just like every time we see that nigga who hit that girl in the street, he should catch the doops every time. Every time.
Yeah.
The Aprils of our community all over the world should see that goofy bitch and give her the doops.
Let me, bruh. Let's, yeah. We gonna deal with, this is me and Zoe.
I love you, April.
High Council of Brothers. With the black family in tune and in place, and the black community in place where it's supposed to be. Yes, sir. No, this sister, because of her social media offense, is banned from social media. We gonna chop off toes every time she try. And we.
This
we
nigga is Hannibal Lecter. Listen here, Leroy Lecter.
Yeah.
Leroy.
No.
This Hannibal Lecter's little Negro brother, Leroy.
We're gonna make it known. Now, for our brother that likes to put his hands on, hit that sister in the face with a skateboard, what should happen is
He should get the doo-doots for the next 10 years.
Oh, no, it gets worse, brother. It gets worse. He should get them hands on him until he decides to move. Once he moves, if he goes to white people, so be it. Because we've already separated. So them white people is really treating them niggas like trash over there that didn't come with us. If he goes to another place of ours, he on the doop list.
Doop.
Right when he get there, doop.
Doop.
And if he decides to move,
Doop.
after that place, here are his options. The next place you go to, you show up at the mercy of the High Council there. You let them know what it is that you can give to us, because you're going to be giving it to us. Whatever. Can you sing? Can you sweep? Whatever your thing is. You then mandatorily must go to school for your strength. Once you finish that school of your strength, you owe that sister you hit with that skateboard whatever the elders decide. And we straighten ourselves like that. When we start that shit on our own and really mean that shit and really enforce that shit and get the Bloods and Crips to enforce that shit.
Doop.
Them doop-doops. We got a doop-doop squad.
The doop squad. Doop.
And here come them goons, nigga. Here come the doop squad.
The doop, nigga. You know what you did, nigga. The doops.
You know what? We don't even know. The niggas on the doop squad don't even know, because we don't know.
Oh, shit.
Nigga, you on this list. Doop. And you better get your ass off it, because on sight, nigga, ain't nobody gonna kill you unless it come to that. But you're gonna get these doops.
Doop.
We gonna put it down. We gonna put it on a log. Doop this nigga at 3:37 at the mall on Friday. So he's suspended from the doop list till about Tuesday.
And let me just say this.
He ran hot on the doop list.
Let me say this, man. The shit gotta be egregious.
Right.
Because here's the complexity. There's domestic violence, man, and we talk about this a lot. There's pushing and shoving. The doots don't come out for that, right? But the doots come out when you bust somebody's head open to the white meat.
Oh, come on, bro.
When it's egregious. The doots don't come out if y'all motherfuckers just lost y'all cool and just need time apart. The doots don't come out for that. Listen. When we talk about domestic violence, there is the Conflict Tactics Survey, the CTS. It talks about moderate violence. Moderate violence, especially from a woman, is throwing shit, kicking, slapping, spitting, pushing. And when you look at the CTS, which is actually very controversial, they say women are more violent in moderate violence than anybody in a relationship. It's women. But the reason why men get the bad rap is because men are bigger and stronger. And when men participate in the shit that women do, men tend to hurt and break women. They tend to damage women. What I'm trying to point out is people are going to have domestic violence issues, domestic disturbance issues. That don't call for the doop-doop. What calls for the doop-doop is the egregious, inhumane, dumb shit. Because a couple can still get together after the small shit and work it out.
Sure.
We talking about, you know that nigga ain't shit, you know that nigga unstable, and you gotta pull him, maybe you gotta pull that nigga to the side before the doop-doops come out. And say, nigga, I know what kind of nigga you are. If you do something to my sister, nigga, do you understand what I'm saying? It's gotta be that kind of situation. Oh, listen, I want to show y'all something after showing y'all those two stories, right? I just showed you a story of a nigga hitting a girl. We can't even call that, that ain't even a brother. That's a motherfucking lost soul. That's Linda Blair's Negro spirit cousin. We showed that, and then we showed a video that may be true or false, right? Of a sister talking about she partying and happy she got rid of her 7 kids. I'm finna show y'all something that's near and dear to my heart that's missing from our community. Y'all don't understand how bad I miss my mother, right? She passed in 2009. Y'all understand how bad I miss her. But I also miss her grandmother. Because my great-grandmother's daughter, my mother's mother, died of stomach cancer when she was 36.
Oh, man, man.
After having 11, 12 kids. So it has been said that I'm the only one in the family with Nancy's eyes. So when her children see me, and when her brothers see me, the sons and daughters of Big Mama, when they see me, they be like, man, the spirit of Nancy Bell is in that one. She back in him. So I've always had a certain space in the family because the resemblance of me to their mother or to their sister. Do you understand? I'm finna show y'all a quick video of Big Mama. My Scorpio Big Mama, the one I threw rocks at.
You what?
Still have you by the ankle somewhere.
The one I threw rocks at, but the one whose life I made better at the end. I redeemed myself at the end of her life.
I remember that story.
My cousin sent me a video of her, man, and I broke down watching the shit. I sent it to my daughter laughing and shit. Here's a little clip of Emma Sue McWhorter. Play this. There we go.
Jesus, my Lord, have I forgot it? Oh, don't let me forget it. You have to hold it for a minute. I got to think. Ready? Okay. Let me know when.
Come on with it.
Ready? Jesus, my lover, he died, gave his own life, our salvation to win. So open your heart and bid him to come in, because he is the Savior for me. Jesus, the Savior for me. Yes, he's always the Savior for me. So open your heart and bid him to come in, because he is the Savior for me. Now that was my father's song before I was ever born into the world, when he was 15 years old. He was the youngest that ever walked the floor, they said. They sung that song with my father. I'll never forget it. Never, never.
Well, you just forgot.
You see, that's why I'm so happy I was nosy. Because if I hadn't have been, I wouldn't have caught my father's song that they sung. I wouldn't have caught my uncle's songs. I had another uncle that sung the song about, I had another uncle, Uncle Willie. He sung the song about tuneful praises.
Look at her point.
And then they sung another one about who will carry the message on.
You know you're going to have to let me talk.
And I mean, these men is in the floor singing these songs. And they sang the notes first. And of course, my father and them, they learned me some notes, most of them. But I'm trying to think about the one that who carried the message on. I think I got the notes on that one. And how did that go? Who gonna carry the message on? Wait a minute. They have to set them first, you know. You don't just go to sing the song. You got to get the song in line, and then you have to sing the song. You know what I mean? You got to set the song up, and the whole group follows. The bass, the tenor, everything falls in when it's supposed to. And if the song is too low or too high, they stop and reset it. Just like they would say, They start off like that. Lord, it all meet upside me so. And then everybody catches it. The bass, the tenor, Now, like I want to sing this song now that my uncle used to sing. I don't think I got the right pitch, but I think I have, and I hope I got it, because I'm too wholesome now being saying. But this song is such a lovely song, and it was la do mi, do re mi so mi re do la do mi so re. La do mi, do re mi so mi re do la do.
She's singing the scales. Okay, bring us back.
And then,
please. Oh shit!
I need about 5 minutes on this. I need woo-wee.
Oh man, I'm in tears over here. She's singing the scales. Go ahead, Geoff. What are you saying?
Okay.
We was note singers.
Okay. Let's start here. First off, let's start with the heavy part.
The headscarf. You see her.
No, bruh. I'm dead serious. When that woman sung, that her voice was an instrument. She was over with the saxophone. The way she ain't in no hurry to get to the note.
Right.
Oh my God.
Right. Wait, Jeff. And then she point, though. She point at you.
I'm talking about with your eyes closed. There is a reason that Big Mama was hijacked with Jesus. Yeah. Because if Big Mama took that energy and pointed it at her God, what the fuck was you gonna do?
But see, that's the thing about it, Geoff. That's the thing about our power as a people. She was able to take that. Do you see the responses of the people in here in the chat room? They are calmed by her spirit.
By that energy, bro.
By that energy, even though, that's why I had to tell my mama. That's why I said, you know what, I'm not even going to talk to you about Christianity. That's for you. That's what you need.
Right.
It's not my job to take what was a crutch and a safety net for you away, because you got me to this point with that. So I'm not gonna mess with you over that.
You can't, bruh. It's like a rocket ship, bruh. I'm stealing this from Brother Minister Farrakhan and Brother Minister Tony Muhammad, the man that brought me into the light. Mm-hmm. When the space shuttle leaves the Earth, the pieces that don't need to be in orbit break off.
Right.
Big Mama was the rocket ship into spirituality, into the higher presence, into that deeper self. The problem was Big Mama's Big Mama was hijacked. Yeah. Big Mama's Big Mama didn't know nothing about Ifa.
Right.
And that's by design. If I take this spiritual shit, as spiritual people as they are, watch them dance. As spiritual people as they are, watch them fight. Shout out to that young brother that tuned that cop's ass up. Watch them. Watch them. Look how spiritual they are. Watch them fuck.
But let me say this too, Geoff. This is why you got to get hip to Professor James Smalls, because James Smalls breaks down, he's Ifa as well. He breaks down Ifa and its relation to Southern Christianity when we first got here, when some of us first got here as slaves. And he talks about the integration of Christianity with the ancient African way. And it was a covering so the master wouldn't know what we were doing, but it was still Ifa under the guise of Christianity.
Yes.
So again,
well, lost his guys, nigga.
Right. Again, my Big Mama was born in 1917. So when you hear her talk about our family, I didn't play that part. I was gonna play a real funny part. She was like, our family made of the African, the Indian, and the white man. You understand? The African, the Indian, and the white man.
Yeah. Well, nigga, I'm looking at you. That sounds about right.
Now, let me tell you something. There's a part in there where she's talking about her grandfather, Prophet. White man named Prophet. I think Prophet was white. I don't know. Shit. Somebody in the family got to tell me. One of her male patriarchal figures was white. And they had a mixed kid. And the mixed kid could pass for white. No, I think it was her father. I'm not sure. She tells the story. I got to go back and watch the video. Either way, the nigga got in trouble. And they was looking for the motherfucker. They finally caught the nigga and put him in jail. But the white part of the family, I think it was his grandfather, that motherfucker showed up to the court and said, yeah, he can go to jail, but he can't be on the chain gang. I don't want to see no motherfucking shackles on him.
Wow, he's too white for that.
I said, nigga, white privilege. that motherfucker showed up and said he can't. She's telling the story. She's telling the story in that video. She said the motherfucker showed up to the courthouse and said, yeah, he in trouble, but he can't be on the chain gang.
No, he had too many white legs.
And I don't want to see no shackles on him. And they complied.
Because he could pass.
So the point that I'm trying to make about us, and the reason why I show Big Mama, and in juxtaposition of those two things, see how far away we are from something that felt, even though it was Christianity, even though whatever, but did she not feel right? Did she not feel like she could mother anybody in this chat room, anybody here?
Bruh.
This is a woman that every time she saw me, bro, bring your bad ass here. Did you eat? You got some money? That's the shit, Kevin. Did you eat? No, Big Mama. Okay, there's some tomato soup and some boiled chicken and crackers over there. I was about to eat it, but you can have it.
There's some shit over there that's so good, all that you don't finish, you want to roll around naked in.
You understand? There's a boiled chicken and some crackers and tomato soup. Get your ass over there, eat it all. Don't waste none of it, I understand? Because I was going to eat it, but you eat it. You got money? No, Big Mama, I ain't got no money. Here, this. Go get my change purse on the dresser drawer.
It wasn't in her titty.
No, it wasn't in her titty.
Oh, you didn't get titty though?
No, but she'll tell me though. She'll tell me. She'll say, and I know what's in it. So bring it here. I know what's in it. So bring it here. Don't open it on your way here, nigga.
Right?
We need that. How many people can attest to this? Geoff, can you attest to this? When a Big Mama died, the family stopped coming together.
Brother, Big Mama was the glue. My grandmother, Mildred Joanne Cottle, glued us all together. And she raised way more kids than came from her. Way more. I was raised by my grandmother.
Keep going, Geoff.
And it is the reason everybody is so soothed is because Big Mama was that salve. Big Mama, Big Mama was a big peacemaker. Prime example, again, in the movie Soul Food at the beginning, when Mekhi Phifer gets married to Nia Long, and at the reception, some of his old bitches get in there somehow, and it looked like he finna bend one of them over with his dumb ass. Well, the sisters is getting ready to go handle this broad, and when they walk up and part the people, because everybody's in a big circle having fun, who is Mekhi Phifer dancing with? Big Mama. Because Big Mama she knows how to keep the peace. I'm working on a movie about how my grandmother saved my grandfather's life. My grandfather was a killer for the Black Mafia after World War II in Chicago. The police came and killed them all. And the only cats that survived was my Uncle Richard, my Uncle Junior, and my grandfather, because my grandmother told their two wives, don't let your man leave the house. The Lord is telling me they can't leave tonight. That is the only way they survived. Here is how, and I don't care if I cry. Here is how.
Hey, Geoff, I was about to cry, but I didn't cry, so I don't want to see no fucking tears, man.
I'm finna show you my number one ain't no way it ain't no God story. My grandmother, one day, we was in my grandmother's house, and the only thing in the refrigerator was a baking soda box and the light. My grandmother made me and my cousins get in a circle and pray in the middle of her floor. And she said, Lord, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know where it's coming from, but I need $200 to feed this family. 20 minutes later, before pagers, before cell phones, my Uncle Gerald was on Lakeshore Drive in Chicago. I live 15, 20 minutes from there, on the other side of town. He opens the door with tears in his eyes. And he said, "Hey, Mildred, I was driving and 20 minutes ago, a voice told me to bring you this. What do you think that this was?" $200 to the fucking penny.
Mm.
This woman, although misguided through Jesus, like your big mama, this woman had a close relationship with the Creator, because that is the only way I sit here before you.
Damn, Geoff.
That is why. Why do you think they destroyed Big Mama? Why? Why do you think they gonna kill Big Mama, have Big Mama at the club? Because ain't no way you gonna give your 8 kids away without getting your fucking ears stomped together. If you got a Big Mama in your life, Sister Bertreese's kids,
Right.
Sister Gertrude's grandbabies, let me tell you something. Willie Earl, Lester, and Clarence them finna come by your house on Big Mama's behalf, and you ain't gonna do shit but put them baby shit in this car and get the fuck on with your life.
Hey, and that's real. I ain't even gonna tell you, Big Mama's brother, her older brother, Uncle Skid. Uncle Skid, my nigga. Let me tell you something, Geoff. This is where we disagree a little bit. I've come to terms that Jesus wasn't wrong for them. See, it don't matter what we empower. What matters is that we empower. So be careful of what you empower. See, Big Mama and your grandmama, they could speak life into anything because they were life.
Bruh.
Dr. James Smalls said some shit that fucked me up. I was watching this documentary called Ancestral Voices. And what he said that was so powerful. He said, you are the accumulation of millions of ancestors on both mama and daddy's side.
Wow.
And he said, you are the physical representation of the strongest genes to survive. You're the best of the best to survive, right? Millions of ancestors on your father's side, millions of ancestors on your mother's side come together to create you. The physical representation of all those millions of ancestors. Now watch this. This is the shit that I fell out the chair and laid down. Put the fucking video on pause for 45 minutes. He said your ancestry goes all the way back to your first ancestor, God.
Damn.
He said God is your first ancestor. It don't matter what they believed. They had the power to speak life into it. Do you understand? You had the power to speak life into it. So what are you supposed to be doing? You're supposed to be speaking the contradictions out of your life. You're supposed to be speaking the procrastination out of your life. You're supposed to be speaking the empowerment and the inspiration into your life. But the only way to do that is to first acknowledge what was wrong with the lineages through the ancestors.
Sure.
And then reconcile it. Now you're speaking what you want into your life. And what you want tends to be balanced now. When you're broken and you're not healed, you tend to want fragments, thinking that those fragments are wholes. right? Well, if I just had this, if I just had that, if this person would just come into my life. Do you understand what I'm saying? You start speaking balance into your life when you reconcile generational trauma. Geoff?
Right. You think in spirit, when you said that about the holes, Doc, what you were thinking is in spiritual patchwork.
Keep going.
I'm going to patch this hole with this nigga.
Ooh.
I'm going to patch that hole with this car. I'm going to patch this hole with them shoes and this hole with that bag. When the truth is, you trying to patch the holes in a turd. You need to clean all the shit out first. You're doing all this spiritual patchwork. What you're doing is that each one of these spiritual holes that has been shot in you by negativity, shot in you by oppression, shot in you by brainwashing, shot in you by improper diet, instead of fixing the metaphysical bullet wound, you're going to patch it with some Louboutin.
Do you understand? Do you understand? This is why I'm pressing us to understand the importance of our voice. Your voice is not indicative of an organization or an institution. Your voice is powerful just because it's yours. It doesn't need affiliation and alignment with an institution, a concept, or an idea. You have the power to speak life into your life because God is your first ancestor. You have the power to speak death into your life because God is not only the creator, it's also the destroyer. And the manifestation of God is always in you. Do you understand? That's why you're here. So here I am saying to you guys today, right now, there are many more things you're going to need to protest and riot about. There are many more things coming down the pike that you're going to need to make a stand against. There are many more things bigger than racism. We already know racism is a social construct that was created by psychological masterminds to keep people separated and broke down and fighting while they're creating all these other things that they want to do to control the world. How the fuck can we not acknowledge the fact that a man that's leading the charge in the vaccination world is not a doctor, but also visited a known pedophile's island, Jerry Epstein? What the fuck was you doing on the goddamn island, Bill Gates? Aren't you married? Or do y'all both get down like that? What the fuck do you think he was doing on his island with Bill Gates? Bill Gates, why were you on the island and why won't you acknowledge it? And how come they don't come after the Bill Gates of the world the way they come after the Bill Cosbys of the world?
If you ain't got no teeth, why was you at the dentist?
Do, do, re, me, me.
Okay, if you wasn't bowling, how come you was at the bowling alley, nigga? Why was you there? You was there to bowl.
Do, do, re.
Put your shoes on. I ain't got to see you put your shoes on. I don't need to know if you came there with a custom ball or you got one down off the rack. I need you to explain to me why, if you wasn't bowling, your monkey ass was at the bowling alley go.
If you ain't got no teeth, why was you at the dentist? Don't lie to me.
Don't lie to me.
Don't you lie to me, boy. You think I'm dumb, huh? Again, there's more discontent in the world. Our unity, as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, is equivalent to the power of an atomic bomb. We have to come together. We got to stop hating. We got to stop bitching and complaining about each other. I done told you one of the sickest illnesses that we have in our community is extrapolating power by putting each other down. You can't get power from the dominant society, so you get a diet form of it by putting your brother down, because the dominant society has created a little safe haven within the illusion of the matrix that makes you think you better off. Like me and Geoff talked about on the last show. What do we say? They're barrel banging.
Barrel stunting.
What'd you say?
Barrel stunting.
Barrel stunting. Goddamn barrel stunting, my nigga.
Right? I'm a stunt with money with my oppressor's face on it.
You live on the knot in the wood. There's some knots in the wood where you live at. There's smooth wood over here in this barrel where I'm at.
I don't know.
Barrel stunting. Again, I wanted to show y'all a big mama. I wanted to show y'all what a big mama looked like. I wanted to show y'all what a big mama felt like in juxtaposition, right, of what's going on in our communities today. I need y'all to become, oh shit, there go Geoff and his big mama.
Oh, okay.
Geoff, if you don't put that Love Boat suit, you dress like Gopher from the Love Boat.
Tell me shit. That was my auntie's wedding. That was the day of my auntie's wedding. Oh yeah. Let me tell
This
you
nigga look like one of the Silvers.
I had certain outfits when I was little. My mama could not put on me and take me places because when I go in and come back out, people thought it was Michael Jackson. I swear to fucking God. But that's the lady that really did the raising of me. That's Mildred Joanne Connell would whoop your monkey ass.
Oh,
Yes,
shit.
all the love in the world, and carried a knife to church.
I still want to know about that ring and touch that had on.
So I'm going to say this, and for everybody that did support the businesses that I put in front of you, Terry Lomax, TerryLomax.com, HuriKane Report, WeJuice, Total Package Energy, the relationship Dismount, holographic relationship, Made Man, Sacre, WeGet.Money.com. They don't win unless you help, unless you support. Geoff and I don't win unless you support.
You don't win unless you support.
For all the people that have supported, I say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, we acknowledge where we are in the world today. We acknowledge where we are in the world today. It is a tough time, and I always say the evictions are on their way. That's a big thing. The evictions, because of COVID and unemployment, is on its way. African American men make up 2% of Los Angeles, but we make up nearly 60% of the homeless in Los Angeles. At some point, we've got to give up the division that has been indoctrinated and institutionalized in our minds and start working together on enterprise. Now, I'm starting to realize, and it's starting to break my heart, Geoff was right on this, everybody can't come. Everybody ain't gonna be able to make it. And for me, that's heartbreaking because I'm an advocate for everybody, right? I'm an advocate for everybody.
Well, there ain't enough seats on the boat, so. No. Okay? You gotta have your spiritual ticket at a certain level. And everybody's ticket ain't the right color. We just trying to get people to change the color of their tickets. Cause the rest of you niggas, well, God bless you.
I'm going to say this too. Please download my app. My app is about to get back active. We have been a little inactive for the past 4 months because of COVID, but I had a meeting with my app developer. I'm going to start broadcasting live in the app. We have over 20,000 downloads of that app. And I'm going to start broadcasting live in the app. And the notifications are going to start coming back. So if your app is asleep or you've deleted it, please re-download it. It's available on every platform. What are the platforms? iPhone, Google, iTunes, Google Play, all of that. Everybody should download the app. It's 1,000 people in here right now. Let's get 1,000 downloads for that app. It doesn't cost anything. Just like a like doesn't cost anything. But let me just say, man, Geoff Brown.
Yes, sir.
I'm praying for you, brother.
All right.
I got the motherfucking ancestors and I got the Orisha. Everybody, we riding with you.
Oh, bro, blessings. Thank you.
Geoff, hey, Peaches says she got your back too.
Yeah, me and Black Jesus.
Her and Black Jesus.
All right. Right on.
And let me just say this, man. Y'all got to show some major love to Sarah, too.
Yeah.
Please put your Cash App up. Please. Y'all send some change over to Sarah if you can. We appreciate everybody who hit the super chat in here today. We are thankful for that. We're thankful for people hitting my Cash App. My Cash App is $REWZoWhat. We appreciate everybody for sharing. And we're going to keep pushing. Geoff Brown, I'm glad, man, that you're not down and out.
Brother, I said it in the chat. Let me just say this. I love you all, and I thank you for your prayers. But please understand that I am not sick. I just have COVID-19.
What the? Yeah, so they say, nigga.
So some people said.
Right.
So some people said. And just do what I'm doing. Super green juice. You ain't got to make your own. Get some weed juice.
Right.
Get you some weed juice. Leave that shit alone. All that shit Uncle Geoff talk about health and what you eat and how you have a leg up on coronavirus. Well, I guess the creators decided to put that to the fucking Pepsi challenge. If in 3 weeks I'm drowning in my own fluids, then I guess I was full of shit. If not, I'll see y'all. And I'll always be here for you, Brother Zoe. I can smoke weed and Skype from my studio. I think I got that down.
Hey, so when are they... So, Geoff, when are they going to say you healthy again?
I believe it's this weekend coming up.
Nah, nigga.
Is it how long is it?
Hold on.
2 weeks?
Hold on, pimp. Hold on, pimp. Hold on, pimp. Dr. Joseph says you got a hot 35 days from today, nigga.
All right. Shit.
Nigga, hey, we got stringent standards, nigga. You can't just come up in here wheezing.
Nigga, that's hilarious.
Geoff rolling here 14 days from now, I'm gonna be like.
I'm good, y'all. I'm good. I'm about to start working out again because my back went out now. That's another thing. Take care of your back. We can talk about that next week. It's a bruh.
Geoff, you 60. Your back is back in the 90s, nigga. That's where you left your back.
I hate you.
Oh, shit. Zoe Williams is the name of the app. There are no spaces. ZOWILLIAMS. Zoe Williams. No spaces. Everybody go download. Everybody go download. We appreciate everybody. Thank you. This has been the ZoWhat Show. Thank you, Geoff. Thank you, everybody,
Yes,
for
sir.
being here. Thank you
Love
for
y'all.
supporting. We appreciate y'all. We out. Deuces.
Peace. Another good one, y'all.